Well, welcome back to part 6 of our mini leadership series. 2 more to go after this and then we'll be complete. I hope you're enjoying them. Before we get started, we're going to talk about delegation during this short video. But before we get started, I would like it, if possible, if you would go down and hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. And leave me some comments. I will get back to some bushcraft stuff and some other off-grid things here soon. I'm just currently down in Washington taking care of some family business, and so once I get that taken care of, then I'll be back to the normal Saturday videos. So let's get on with it. Delegation. As leaders, we need to be able to recognize the special abilities and limitations of others. With this, we can fit each person into a job that they will do the best. Kind of sink in for a minute there. This will help us as leaders to better manage our time and our resources. Again, like I said before, people can be a resource. Even though you're leading them, you got to be able to fit them in to a schedule or whatnot to meet that need. But not every leader likes to give up their responsibility and authority for a specific job or task. But without delegating some of this to your subordinates, you don't grow them, you don't build them up and teach them stuff. But we'll talk a little bit more about this towards the end of this video. Also, some may feel not good enough by having a subordinate do the job for them. You might feel that you can do it better than them. But failure to delegate the task can be an indicator that to your subordinates that you don't trust them, or at least that's what their perception may be. With that, you can develop a lack of confidence in your abilities from your team and whatnot. So just be cautious on not delegating tasks out. Okay? Of course, it is possible for a subordinate not to be able to do the task as well as you, obviously. But this should be the challenge that you place on yourself to train them up and develop that person. This is the way to grow them and build that next generation of leaders by making your and it will also make your team stronger and more confident. And the more they know, the more that they get to doing things on their own, the more confident they become in their abilities, and the more confident the team feels in each other's way to do things. But remember, we as leaders can't do it all, and if we try, we're going to get overwhelmed. There's so many things that a leader has to do that gets put on their plate and everything else. If you try to do it all yourself, you're just going to get overwhelmed. And it's going to negatively affect not only your work life, but your personal or family life as well. And we don't want that to happen. So now that we've talked a little bit about delegation, we need to talk about our responsibility to train our replacement. Yes, that's what I said. We need to train our replacement, build up these new leaders. You must give your people full play and adequate outlets for their abilities. So if you know someone's able to do something, let them run. Let them do it. Okay? Do some checks every now and then, mentor, and just continue to grow their confidence as they run. Okay? They should feel the full weight of the heavy burden, the opportunity, and the initiatives, and the power of the final decision. Okay? If you're letting them run with them, let them feel that weight and that power and everything else. Just know and expect that mistakes will happen. Okay? But that's where you start to grow them. So a good example of that would be, let's say as you are delegating some of your tasks, one of your tasks could be scheduling. Okay? Put a person that you're wanting to mentor and teach how to schedule that you think is going to take that task on and do well. Put them in there, give them some marching orders, do some checks every now and then on the things, but they need to feel the full weight of allowing people to take time off and denying that time off and everything else in there, so they know later on, if they ever come to you for time off, they know what it feels like. if they get denied or why it was denied. This is kind of a roundabout example there, but that's how you grow people, okay? I believe that we should strive to train them to do a better job than we ourselves do. And I know that's kind of hard to think about. It's kind of a way out there concept. But if you try to build someone to be a better leader, more stronger at the job than you are, then I believe you're a success. If you build them to where they can do just what you do or fall short of what you do, I take that as a failure. But also with that said, when you're training these people and you're building them up, don't be too rigid. Okay? Give a little bit of flexibility in there. If you're too rigid and don't have the flexibility, you're just going to discourage them and they're not going to want to move forward. So I hope this kind of put some thoughts in your brains about where we go on the delegation and the building the others up to take our place. God bless. Hugs. I'll see you on number 7.